Hello, skis. It is I, your King Ginger, as well as by my side, the man, the myth, the legend. It's Matt Lind.
I mean, I guess I'm not going to argue.
Matt Chu, how are you this morning, my friend?
I'm good. As you can hear, my voice is a little blown out from wrestling cheering.
What was the match of the night last night?
For me, it was the 4-way. Which Lindsay Dorado, Devon Monroe, Riley Jackson, Brandon Gore. Lindsay Dorado's working kind of like a most interesting man in the world, like sexy lucha cat sort of thing, and it was really entertaining. So he still has one of the worst tattoos I've ever seen. But
I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah. So that was I mean, it was an experience. I'm very glad we went. They, mentioned probably doing it again.
That's awesome.
Since it sold out, that wouldn't surprise me. But we'll see. And then I don't know. Hopefully they can tighten it up and learn from their experiences. The presentation was really good. The setup was really good. It was handled very well. Efficiently and all that stuff. And honest, I mean, it was a much better setup to see a show in than First Avenue.
Wow.
Oh yeah, no, the sight lines are good, like pretty much wherever you're at, and you're not crammed in there like sardines. I mean, you're still in there pretty tight, but it's not like claustrophobic. And they had the extra like infrastructure of the mall staff to kind of make sure that things were running smoothly and all that. So, I was pleased with that. It was more just weirdly some of the matches just didn't connect with me. It felt like they weren't quite gelling in some cases. So, and then it was probably 2-3 matches too long. 3 hours in a folding chair in the Mall of America Rotunda.
Oh,
like Danny like had to go to the bathroom. She was wearing her jumpsuit, which requires some extra finagling to effectively go to the restroom in. But then after that, she's like, I just kind of looked around Barnes Noble for a while. And Sarah dipped out for like 2 matches.
Where'd Sarah dip out to?
Who knows? It's the Mall of America. You got all kinds of options.
It's true.
She could have gone and played some laser tag or done a mirror maze, mini golf.
These are all fair.
Just got Cinnabon. Who knows?
I would love to find the save spot on this there. Maybe here.
Oh yeah, if it's Paint 3D, it's real freaking dumb.
Yeah, that's not what I wanted. Why did it not do what I wanted?
So cancel.
Where cancel. Right. Did I lose everything I just did? I did.
You might try and hit I don't know. Control Z.
Got nothing.
Okay.
I don't use this program very often, and it's very, very flustering for me.
It's not a great program.
But all I'm trying to do is take text.
Okay, so at least you got your text.
And put it on these.
Yep. Okay.
things for our board.
Yep.
Um,
So that's certainly doable. And then you got to click your stupid T in the upper right there, I think. Maybe not. Oh, you're still yeah. Okay, so hit escape.
why would I hit escape?
Oh, you just want to paste? Well, try it. Try and paste. I want to see what it does. Maybe you found. Oh yeah, that worked. Okay.
Then I have to fix the
The
text.
the formatting and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like my third or fourth attempt on this particular one.
Oh yeah.
I did not have this many problems last time. But I did them all at one time last time, and I think I got.
You hit your groove.
Yeah.
Have you worked like with Photoshop at all much?
I have, but it's been years. I used to make.
You might be all right. So there's a free version of like a freeware Photoshop like equivalent that I like to use.
Okay, let's see if we can save this really quick.
Yeah, so you want to click out of it now. Click out of your select. There you go. That's what happened last time. Is you were still
You
in.
think so?
Yep.
I'll save as an image. I want to save it as a van. Yeah, I think I spelled that right. So yeah, this is kind of what I'm working on today. I'm adding a couple of things to the list for the crew to pick what they want to do. So the first one was so what I'm doing is I'm using I have to redo my board too. Bum 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 ba da dun dun. Where am I in my thing today? All right. So I'm in Chaos Scar notes. Here's last month's notice board. And I need to pull this one off, and I need to put all this. I'm going to leave these here.
Mm-hmm.
Add one or two more, and which shouldn't be difficult. It shouldn't be difficult. Which I already know what I'm going to use because I went through this morning when I started fiddling with things, and I'm going to add actually the next adventure in the adventure path is what's going on with that? Kiss my butt. Is Den of Slave Takers. So I'm going to utilize this as the next option.
Okay.
I do think this adventure is really good, and it leads directly into the next adventure. And one of the reasons I really like this adventure, spoiler, it's got evil halflings in it. And I like this idea of evil halflings. And it's another good, solid one night, get in, get out type adventure. So I'm hoping that it'll work extremely well in that fashion.
Yeah, it seems like it'd be a good.
Also, it's got myconoids in it, and I love myconoids. And it is has to do with Torog, the king that crawls, and another entity that I thoroughly enjoy. So I went in earlier and I took a look at the two hooks, and one of them is a Temple of Avandra, which is a part of Rustwall Keep, and the other is a family kidnapping. So that's the other one I have to put in. So I'm trying to think of like how I want to write this, because it's written by a distraught father.
Okay.
Who it turns out the people that kidnapped his kids are a cousin who's the head of the cult. And then the adventure later on is her brothers come back for their pound of flesh,
Oh,
which is pretty cool, actually. I thought, and they're mean as fuck outlaws. So I'm trying to think of the best way to kind of go. Oh, by the way, these arms finally came in.
oh, nice.
I feel like he looks really good with these arms.
Yeah, I like that.
I gotta, like I said, I gotta fix that belt up too. But yeah. And I don't want to use the help because I already got help elsewhere. Need
Right.
help and need. So I'm trying to think of like the best like way to figure out like hey Shaggy, okay, the best way to
I'm thinking like a missing you know, kid on a milk carton sort of.
yeah, I mean I don't want to be too morbid,
Well, no, but
but I do agree. I mean making that plea I think at least gives me, because I don't know how to articulate that because I've never been in that situation.
yeah. I mean, I think
Oh, did you see that Grizzlor? We won't be getting Grizzlor till July next year.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa, that's a while for you guys to produce that thing, but yeah, sure, whatever. Plus, I feel like public pleas sometimes can come off sort of cold because they feel like they're written by lawyers.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's usually just here's a picture, here's the name, here's some information about them.
Um, Trying to think of another word for kids too. I mean, kin seems too far removed. Synonyms for kids. Besides children's. I
Child.
too was once a children's. Stripling is good. I like stripling. It's got an old timey feel to it. Let's see what we were doing in the story. Also, I do love the name Jangy Blackstream. Is a really cool name. Okay. Yeah, okay. My four lovely. It does say kin and not children. So we're gonna use kin. I just love that word. Maybe it's because I loved Next of Kin when I was a kid. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, Liam Neeson as a backwoods hillbilly with relying upon his, I believe, brother. Wasn't Patrick Swayze playing his brother?
I have not seen it, so
You've never seen Next of Kin?
no.
Highly recommended 80s underrated action movie.
All right. I do like me some 80s action.
Kin have been taken. We're going to use bushwhacked because I also love that in a word. Where were they bushwhacked? Two separate kidnappings. Jeez. So now when you look at the map, by the Blackmore River, we'll say. on the shores of the Blackmore River by Shaggy. How you doing this fine morning? So it was a one-armed. I love this also. It feels real super westerny to me. A one-armed knoll
Yeah. Oh,
and some flying blue demons. Um, I'm not gonna do two separate kidnappings. I'm gonna do one. That way I don't have to try to. So I guess since we're I might as well lean hard into the Western aspect of it. So how would you call it? What would be a good word for I don't want to use varmint. That's too Yosemite Sam.
yeah.
Um,
Uh,
by a
Owl.
no good Nick
I'm partial to Owl Hoot.
Owl Hoot.
Owl Hoot. Yeah, you'd see that a lot in like the Marvel Western comics. Be like, no good Owl Hoot. I don't know why that's an insult, but let me just see here.
We might have to start removing some end letters here. Two flying blue demons, which makes you think of the blue demon in a tag team with another blue demon.
Oh, well, I mean Blue Demon Jr.
Yeah, we don't have rain today, Shaggy, which is pretty nice out. It looks like, but I'm just gonna do a whole lot of nothing today since I gotta be in the car tomorrow. Mm. Oh man, my spelling is atrocious.
I'm just looking at old Two Gun Kid covers. Yeah, Ombre.
Oh.
Apparently, there was a Two Gun Kid villain called Gunslammer. Pretty rad.
You know what? We were talking about doing a Weird West. What if we did like a old school Marvel Western?
Oh, that would be great.
With that Powered by the Apocalypse Western.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I was doing some chit chatting with old Chris Horror Show last night and this morning, and we were talking about painting. So that's might be one thing we want to talk to David about. No, probably not. Maybe in that Western game we're gonna do. But he was working on some painting, and I had said, we should try to have you on Tiny Ming. So he was all about that. But he was saying, how much fun he had on Chaos Scar, and that he'd been chit-chatting with Zane Riley, and that he and Zane may come on together in October. And I think Chris is hilarious and also was great on the episode. But if you have watched any, especially of Zane Riley and Caleb Conley doing promos together, and any of their promos with the Man Scout, or just were listening to the old podcast that Manning, How Did This Get Booked, with Jake Manning and Zane Riley. Zane Riley is fucking hilarious. And he and I had a long conversation about D&D when he was on Heel Turn back in the day. So the idea of those two being on together in October has me sort of giddy.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, you could, or I like Sidewinder.
Oh,
as instead of Owl Hoot by like
yeah, Sidewinder's really, really good.
a Sidewinder of a one-armed knoll. Just so they don't try and think it's like a knoll with a snake combined, which would be also awesome. But
My 4 lovely kin have been taken. They were bushwhacked on the shores of the Blackmore River by by a not an a Sidewinder, a crusty one-armed knoll, and 2 flying blue demons. I got my suspicions about who be responsible, but don't want to be making accusations about a dead Hardfoot. What's a good word for like seasoned folks
um,
in Western parlance?
I mean, hard men,
Mm,
but um, hmm.
I'm just not a big Western guy, so sometimes
Yeah.
when I get knee deep in this, it's a little hard for my brain to compute some of this. I need me a posse of. So we want to get rid of this.
Of tough as leather.
Oh, other names for halflings, real quick, because I don't want to call it a Hardfoot if we might use it. I know there was like another. Matthew, are you familiar with a strange little band called Goat?
No.
They're very, very good. They've got a very heavy 60s sound. There's a song that just popped in my playlist called Let It Burn, which is just catchy as hell. Ugh. I believe he called some of them Hardfoots, but I don't think I want to use that if we're going to use it.
Yeah.
And it would be somebody who was cast out. So I'm trying to think like what would be a good insult.
Hmm.
That might work. That'll be our. And I don't want to use men because I think that's too. That doesn't
Right.
really. Um, what do you think that works so
Yeah.
far?
Yeah, that reads well.
that draws closer to the what's the moon with no light? What's the phase of the moon?
The,
Phase of the moon.
yeah.
Believe it or not, folks who run D&D, this is how I spend a lot of my time.
That's how it works. Yep.
Be right there. I just scenes it. The new moon.
Moon.
Oh, okay. D&D 4E God of the Moon.
Oh.
I want Forgotten Realms. I just want the we'll use Saloon. Goes to the to Saloons. How will we describe that? Because it'd be darkness. Blind now.
Let's see here. Shroud.
Pew, 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 pew. It's been a few days now. Every moment draws closer.
You could probably drop that draws from the
A few days now, we fear that every moment closer to the evening saloon shroud. How do I want to put that?
Is one closer to our kin being gone forever? Or is one less our kin have in this world?
I like that. Um, 50 gold piece and
Yeah.
and a magic item. Damn. Oh, synonyms for family. Ancestry's good. Oh, I like bloodline though too.
Or just blood.
Oh, God damn it, Matt. You're on fire tonight. All right, let's give this a. Ooh, forever. I would Shaggy. I like Forever Sleep, but the problem is it's just a phase of the moon. So I do think Shroud has a really good evocative feel to it. But I like that Forever Sleep though as well.
Yeah.
I mean, in fact, you know, I like Forever Sleep enough. We're going to change this.
Ooh.
There's one less. Our kin is
one closer.
Yeah, is one closer to the Forever Sleep. I really like that too. My four lovely kin have been taken. They were bushwhacked on the shores of the Blackmore River by a sidewinder of a crusty one-armed knoll and two flying blue demons. I got my suspicions about who be responsible. Don't want to be making accusations about a dead cast off of the folk. I need me a posse of hard hands, not squeamish about spilling blood. It's been a few days now, and we fear that every moment closer to the evening of Saloon Shroud is one closer to the Forever Sleep. Is one closer to their.
There you go.
Forever Sleep. Also, I want to change. With something in there. It's been a few days now, and we fear that every moment closer to the evening of Saloon Shroud is one closer to their. Maybe not. I thought I saw something there that was repetitive. We ain't got much, but for the safe return of our little soft feet, we're willing to part with 50 gold pieces and something my blood has been keeping for decades. Hey, Mitch.
Morning, Mitch.
All right. Jangy Blackstream and his kin. I can't remember what kith. Definition of kith.
I think is friends.
Yeah. So synonym for kin, because I don't want to keep using kin. Oh, I like kindred a lot. Kindred will be good.
Let's see here.
Mitch is here. Where? Mitch, you're everywhere. And you know, so far Matt's carrying the show. He's just putting it on his back and just trudging along like a beast.
It could be Janky Blackstream and his folk.
I did use folk before because halflings use folk as like
a
synonymous name of halflings. Like I said, I thought that there was a like token called like early halflings, like hard feet or something like that. I can't remember. But I like folk a lot.
Or clan.
I want to say clear clan just for the mere fact that if we're going with the Western theme, I don't want to evoke the idea of like halfling KKK. Although that is real creepy, and I might use it in another game.
Yeah, I think it got works. What you got? So,
all right. Then we just got to pick a font style.
Zodiac Killer. I'm glad they have that.
I've used that font for something else. Oh, the Halfling Confederacy. Now I kind of do want to do like a weird Halfling Civil War thing. I love this one, believe it or not. I've used that before. It just fucked up the folks. I kind of like this one.
It's not bad.
I've used this one before, but it's real hard to read. Shaggy and Mitch just killing it. The Shire shall rise again after her second breakfast. God damn it, that's beautiful.
Mm.
I kind of like this one. I don't know. What are you thinking?
Eh. Geez, a lot of options here.
Yeah, I wish it was. That's the thing is, I wish there was
Yeah.
less like wild ass options and some stuff that was a little.
Yeah. Like, yeah, a little bit more ability to filter it.
Yeah, I don't. I like this one too. So like I did a thing for DNO. For DNO, I used to do a lot of like sub things. Like I used to do a newspaper as
Mhm.
well. And I did one where it was like they found the diary actually of a player character from another game floating in a abandoned Illithid ship in the Austral Sea, and some of the passages were written in Elvish, so they had to find a way to translate it. And that was I really liked doing stuff like that. I feel like it really adds a lot to the games. I kind of like the weird shit like this for halflings, but it's just too weird.
Yeah.
It's too hard to read. And there's so much of it.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Like this is awesome if
Oh,
you
yeah.
have some way to translate
it.
I also like this a lot, but it's just almost unreadable.
Yeah, that's really.
And they've got to design your own font. I don't know what that.
Oh, so you pick your letters? Oh,
yeah.
God. That seems like a pain in the ass.
It does. It's cool. And I think if like I had a whole bunch of time, I would be like, okay, this is awesome.
No, and I use Dafont a lot.
Dafont.
Dafont.com. DAFONT. Now, this you would have to copy and paste, but you can see all the categories along the top there.
Oh, what does horror look like? Interesting.
So yeah, this is where like Dave gets all his stuff, I'm sure, because it's all free open source. As long as you're not profiting from it, then.
No, I can't profit off of anything. Come on.
Yeah, you probably like
oh, Seven Swordsman is fucking beautiful.
Oh, there's some great stuff. Like for this one, I'm almost thinking like
let me bookmark this thing.
Like
this
Western,
is fucking great.
And you can type your text in the preview thing at least some of it. I think there's probably a limit. But just to see what your text is actually going to look like as you scroll through. I mean, I've wasted so much time on this trying to find matches for some stupid shit.
Dafont is from. Oh man, you guys are killing me this morning. Thank you. I needed it. The old dungeon font. That's awesome.
And then you gotta, yeah, I mean, so you gotta download these and then install them, and then it'll put them into all your, software.
Oh, I want to do that, but I don't want to do it today.
Yeah,
there's no. Oh, so you could preview.
Yeah, so for like what you're doing here, you probably want like, like the handwritten or whatever. There's some calligraphy school.
Shorelines is great, but it's just too swishy. Oh God, there's 519 pages.
Oh, there's so many. But
Woo!
so you can change if you go to the fonts thing in the middle of the menu there, you can increase the number per page. And then hit submit.
I do enjoy Bozart because it makes me think of Bozak.
But yeah, there's going to be a lot, and that's where you can kind of get like down.
Let's go look at handwritten again.
Actually do school. Because some of this feels like.
Oh, ugly handwriting would be great.
Yeah, so hit download on that. If you're in a program that you're going to use to type this in, you've got to quit out of it before you install it.
No, I don't have it open yet. So let's
You've got Paint open.
Let's go here. Let's open a
downloads.
Oh my gosh, Matthew.
Sorry.
No, you're showing me the world. So I want to go to here. I want to go to my ugly handwriting.
And then just right click on it. So you have to unzip it first.
Oh God,
which is also right click.
I don't do this often enough. Where is unzip?
If you just right click on it, it should say extract.
Yeah, extract without confirmation or to a specific folder.
Without confirmation, just put it where it's at in that downloads folder, and then once you've installed it, you can just delete it out of there. So that's what I do.
That's the thing is like I am very good at certain things computer wise, and other shit I am just fucking terrible.
Well, we'll learn you a little bit. All right, so it looks like you've got it there. And then
so I'm extracting right now.
Yep. Yep. Or yes to all, whatever. I don't know that matters. And then it'll do its thing.
Hopefully. So by the way, I mean, for folks who don't know, this is the there's Matthew, there's me, there's Beard, Joel, Finger Twitchings. You should be checking his stuff out because it's really good. He just did an amazing piece of art for Warrior for Ryan for Down Outlands of his new gift character that is absolutely beautiful.
That had to extract it somewhere else because it'd be done. It takes no time at all. So right click it again.
Extract here.
Yeah, try that. And then so right click it. Sorry. And then just do extract to, and see what it does. There it is.
Okay. So and Casual Doug.
Yes.
With his sweet man bun. So then we just need to install.
Right-click, install or install for all users. It's up to you. All right. So now when you open any of your
Shaggy, I follow all the guys on that screen. Thank you. All right. So we're going to put that down. We're going to go to this bad boy here.
Yes. And now it should be selectable. I have so many fonts now. It's ridiculous.
Also, I started following and I started a new Patreon this week. I'm still downloading everything and putting it in my Dropbox. That really was super cool. It is. Let me see if I can remember the name of it. Just so I can give it a little bit of love.
Indeed.
That's not it. I can't remember what it is now. I think I have it in one of my mini windows. It's open. Since I just am afraid to shut windows anymore. Oh, this was our Hellboy stuff.
I have started arguing or organizing my stuff into. I've got separate windows for different things.
I have separate windows. So if you open this up, it's just like bump, 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 bump. Oh,
Yeah.
here it is. Critical crafting.
Oh,
In critical crafting, I'm gonna pull it over here so everyone can see it. They have a setting apparently called the Depths of Zephal. I don't know if everybody can see that or not.
yep. It's
It looks like an underwater setting, and
Yeah.
I think this looks so cool and really evocative. And I'm following them at the Acolyte level, so I get all their stuff. But this is everything you get every month.
Wow.
And it's real cool. I was very, very. I mean, come on, pumpkin golems. I love me some pumpkins. I love some golems. Yeah, so I'm currently downloading all that stuff and putting it in the Dropbox.
Adventure music. That's nice.
Yeah, I would also highly recommend. Let me. You know what? Let me just show you who I follow. I do Dungeon Dad. He does videos which you can watch for free on YouTube, which are great, where he takes monsters from other games and editions and updates them to 5e, which is wonderful because he picks a lot of very interesting stuff. Like he did the City Corruptor, which is a demon that comes in and just starts corrupting your city in the hopes of it being drugged to hell, or not to hell, to the abyss. If you, Mitch, if I get a phone call and someone says you smell different when you're awake, I'm going to be really uncomfortable. Just he does a lot of whoa. Apparently my computer's like, yeah, you don't get to go that far. I do Hit Point Press, which does Book of Big Bads. Every month you get a new big bad guy to put in you can use for your campaigns, as well as just some extra stuff. And if you excuse me, if you go at a higher level than I am, you can get STLs for miniatures of those big bads.
Oh, wow.
And they're really good, and their stuff is fantastic. I've been a patron of this for probably a year and a half. Forge Labs, you can't go wrong if you're a Minecraft player like I am. I also highly recommend all of Forge Labs videos on YouTube. They're hilarious. My man's does some amazing stuff. Also, he's obsessed with, he's got his shirts that says my man's on it. And he's obsessed with river waters, with river monsters. He talks about it all the time and makes fun of the fact he's still talking about it. Colossal, which is ostensibly a one-person game, which is excellent and super fun. We've talked about Sly Flourish repetitively on this show. Mike Shea I don't always agree with everything Mike Shea says, opinion-wise, but his products and his thought process are brilliant. Micro Dungeons, Critical Crafting, those are the ones that I currently have membership. Oh, One Gold Piece. Forgot about One Gold Piece. One Gold Piece does STLs, and although my printer needs significant fixes, they started off doing like Star Wars inspired fantasy stuff.
Oh.
So let me go way back. But like here were like your Stormtrooper, as they were basically undead, your General Grievous, your Saj Ventress, Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. But they kind of moved past that to what they're calling their Revengers, which is their Avengers take.
Yeah.
So they got your Thor, your Iron Man, your Hulk, your Captain America, and then they did one with like Hawkeye, Loki, Spider-Man, and the Green Goblin, which was actually a Green Goblin on a giant bat. And then they did one. This was for a different Kickstarter, which is about like ending your world, and I was all about that. So this is like the Overlord, which also is so Kirby inspired.
Is that supposed to be like a Galactus?
Yeah, it's like the thing that comes to end your world. Doctor Strange, Thanos, Gamora, and Deadpool. They just I really like them, and I can't remember the company that they're a part of that does miniatures, like really good miniatures as well, but I can't remember what the name of the company is, so you have to pardon me on that front. But this is super cheap, and you get a ton of stuff if you do 3D printing. Highly recommended. All right, anyway, so we got our stuff. So let's go to and see if it
should be in there.
Was it my ugly handwriting?
Ugly handwriting. There it is. Yep. It's all alphabetical. So, yep.
Let's grab what we typed. Can I find what I typed? Did I just?
There it is. Thankfully, it's still there.
That's the nice thing is you can leave that page open and it'll keep everything you got in there.
Yeah.
All right. Oh. I like it. I just got to figure out a way to. There, maybe that'll work.
Yeah, that seems better.
All right, let's see what we can put it on a blank here. Any preference on our poster style? I don't want to use burned up.
Right.
I'm thinking like maybe this one.
Yeah.
Edit in Paint. So let's go to text. Okay. That'd be too small.
Yeah, you'll need to highlight it because even though it should know what the. Oh, okay, there it goes. Yeah, and if you increase that window size and work the spacing a little bit, it should be fine, I would think. Like drag that window over and then just work around the little notches and cutouts and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Where's my? There we go. Oh fuck!
You should. Oh, maybe I don't know if you can go back into it or not.
I don't think I can.
That's why I hate fucking Paint. Yeah.
You know what though? I think it actually turned out right.
It works fine.
That's wild. All right. Well, I guess we can save this one.
Yeah, I might have to get you to download and I'll teach you some GIMP because that's a way more.
That's something that James is always like, you just need to learn GIMP. And I was like, yeah, I self-taught myself Photoshop because so the D&D board games, the adventure games, I made entire runs of homemade cards. And I was distributing them on Board Game Geek, and then I just stopped doing it.
Yeah, if you taught yourself Photoshop, you will have no problem with GIMP.
I want to save it. Why did it not save? Why no save? Why no save on thing? Did it not save? Because if it didn't save, I'm going to be one.
There it is. You go back into your blanks folder.
Oh, no, it's Quince. Blank.
I think I saw it in there. Is it paste 6?
Nope, I didn't. it shouldn't be because that's why did it save that?
I mean, I think it prompted you because it was an overwrite and it just went up a number. At least you got it.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm with you, Mitch. I don't know where I think it's probably one of those early, web things where it was funny and edgy at the time, and they were able to justify it's graphic image manipulation program, and they thought they were funny and clever. And now it's probably just every time they do anything with it, they're like, oh God, why did we go with that? Like, when you name your band in high school and then you get stuck with that.
Where did my Evandra one go? That's what I'm curious of because I can't find that either. But it was. Okay, where is.
Do you still have it open in here?
Is it? Yes.
Hey,
Okay.
you got it all.
All right, so we need to open this board. And then we need to start dropping our stuff in.
Oh yeah, no, you gotta get GIMP, man. I'm telling you.
If I remember correctly, this wasn't as bad.
Oh, Paint 3D is worse than Paint, but Paint sucks anyway.
I think I have Paint. This is my voice cracks.
You probably do have Paint. They don't support it anymore, but you probably do have it.
Oh God, why are you so big? Why so big?
You just zoom out.
Yeah, make sure to zoom out to a point where it's so fucking small I can't do anything. That makes a whole lot of sense. All right. I want jobs, and then I got to look at the old one because, of course I do. All right. So let's see if we can figure this out.
Hey, Super Spike. So if you've got all of these and you want to throw them in like your games drive quick, like your background and your images, I could show you what this would work like in GIMP. Oh, you're muted.
I don't know how that happened. I'm actually downloading GIMP right now
Oh, all right.
because I'm that frustrated. So
Yeah. I mean, so if you throw these in the drive, I'll just take you through it in GIMP quick.
all right. Where do you want them in the drives?
I have got. Let me see what I've got access to here. So I've got access to your other games Dropbox, or I used to. Maybe I don't. So then I guess you could just send them to me. However,
Well, let's
I had access. I'm not. Let me see if I can get back in there.
let me give you access to Chaos Scar.
Okay. Because then I can teach you a little bit. I'm sure you'll be able to dope it out. You'll and be using it better than I would in no time.
What?
Oh, you're sending a copy. I think you.
Yeah, I don't want to send a copy. Why is it being weird?
Share.
Yeah, that's what I hit, but it's. Oh, what the? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know if anyone can tell, but I'm having a morning.
Got it.
Okay, let me. I'm going to go to my media folder.
All right, I will fire up.
Not what I want.
GIMP here.
Where's my board making folder? Let's make a episode 2 editions. I'm gonna go over here. Okay, so in that folder, oh, that's not what I want.
Oh, hey.
Went straight into the mirror world there for a second.
Yeah. So let's see here.
So if you go in here, there's a board making folder that has all the same stuff in it that I was already using.
All right. So I'll just download some of these here quick. So we're using blank 1.
Yeah. And then I'm using the session 1 board notice board as kind of the template for what I'm putting down. I just have to add the 2 that I put into episode 2 editions.
Okay. So got the board. Let's see here. Download.
It's been that kind of morning, Spike.
And
a halfling. I'm thinking a halfling might need to be a term that halflings use towards like terrible members of halfling society. Oh, Jebediah be a halfling. And all of a sudden, our halflings are completely like Western themed cowboy halflings.
With that.
No, I don't either.
Episode 2 editions. Got it.
Fact. Where's my notes at? Where be my notes?
And we will desktop board. All right. So, let me see if I can set this up in a way.
Halflings are cowboy folk.
All right. So I'm going to share my screen. All right. I don't know. I think you have to approve it. Are you able to see it? I can't. I don't have.
I can definitely see it.
All right. So notice board blank. There's our background. And then file open as layers.
So it is a lot like Photoshop in the fact that you're just dropping layers.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So I got everything in there. Yeah, it's a little bit more like basic.
I mean, that's all I need, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's more just it's like some of the interface stuff is a little not as user friendly as you might like it to be at first, but you can definitely figure it out. So let me pull up the original here. And there we go. So now I just need to duplicate that. So that goes, Citrian goes over here. We got Bounty, which is Iron Helm, goes here-ish. And Strong Arms needed. This Earthmain. And it goes over there-ish. And then we've got materials needed, and the rest are gone, I believe.
The one gone would be the Nyron Dark Spell one. That's it. That's the only one that's been done so far.
That's the only one that's been done. So the other ones
The other ones can remain.
Okay. So get rid of that.
Because they're still up there for use.
Okay, so I don't see Root Out the Cult. Is that? Oh, that's the new one.
Yeah, Root Out the Cult's new, and find my kids, my kids.
All right, so
my children's
control. I can't remember now. I got to remember my commands. So that's they bury a lot of stuff in here together. So I would need to do.
This looks a little like, it reminds me a little bit of Incarnate a little bit as well. Josh Bigsby. So Josh Bigsby currently is doing well. He's getting ready to go on a big adventure to Mount Olympus, I think, with the rest of his class. He just doesn't know it yet. He's been more in the background of late, with Eric moving to being a counselor. So, yeah, I mean, he's Josh Bigsby. Everybody loves him. He's a human child.
All right. A little funky here, but that's fairly close to what you had.
It doesn't need to be exact, I mean, at all, because it should be like where it's changing.
Right. Okay, so scale. And now I'm on this. Drag it around. Scale it. Overlap there. That's probably pretty good. Yeah, the nice thing with this is then you would save it. You can just pop stuff in and out of it.
Yeah.
Bounty. Which was, there we go. Scale that up. Scale it down a little bit. we've got layer. Can't remember. I probably just have to do that.
Yeah,
There.
I think you just need to. This looks very much like rudimentary Photoshop.
Yeah, and I mean that's totally what it is. They were just like, all right, I don't want to pay $800 or whatever the hell.
Yeah, I still have a bootleg copy that my former brother-in-law got when he was serving overseas, doing peacekeeping in Kosovo. The jorts are safe, forever jorts.
And then probably scale that down touch because that's fairly readable at the size it's at.
Yeah, as long as it's readable, I don't really, because generally what happens sometimes is people will just go, "Can you send me this regular text?"
Yeah. Think of that, and then we've got Jangy, and that needs to get blown up a bit.
You can even hang it almost off if you need to.
I mean, that seems solid.
Oh yeah, it looks really good, Matthew.
And then bring that up to
Yeah, I mean, Josh ain't going anywhere, so I got plans for Joshua Bigsby, human child.
All right. So are you good with this?
Oh, that looks awesome, Matt. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So,
What's so funny is it took you like 2 minutes.
Well, I mean, it's about the right tools. I mean, I've definitely done stuff like this in Paint and hated every second of it. And at some point, it's like, all right, I need to learn.
Yeah.
I need to do this the right way. All right, so that needs to go behind. No, that's good. Where's this one? Is that? So this needs to go there. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to save as notice board blank. Good. Desktop.
I would just save it as episode 2.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I'll just save it as notice board because I can put this in the drive, and then this is the native GIMP file.
Okay.
You'll be able to open this up and then drop stuff in and out of it as.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I already did the work. I might as well let you take advantage of it. And then I'll export it as episode 2 as well. You got a preference? Awesome. PNG work for you?
I'm sorry, what?
PNG okay for you?
That works just fine. I don't have a preference.
And we'll do that. All right. So, and now I need to go to the board making. And can I add files to this or not? I don't know if I can.
Should be able to.
I might not. Let me try though. All right. Well, I am just going to send them to you on Messenger on Facebook here.
Okay.
So we can figure the rest out later. So I will stop sharing the screen. So yeah.
Well, I downloaded GIMP, so I will be able to hopefully be better at this.
I mean, it's, there was a ton I learned just going through it. Yeah. But once
that's what I had to do as well for
I just last week making a sign for my father-in-law's city council campaign. use the grid function to align things, properly. I had never done that before in there. So,
Yeah, I believe the session is on the 19th. Yes. So next week, I think we'll probably finish up like the actual prep. Because I have to let the folks choose what they want to do. But yeah, we got 2 things done. I mean, not a wildly productive.
yeah,
Have you seen this human child? You know what, Super Spike? I absolutely adore that. I might like do that in a different game, like find like a bottle thing, like a picture of a big bottle, and do like a milk carton thing for Josh. Oh God. Yeah, those fonts. The font is gonna eat up, I'm sure, a ton of my life.
Yeah, it'll get you. I don't know where I'm at with fonts now, and that's just from doing the wrestling gear crap. I can't imagine if I was doing stuff like this. So, and then yeah, I'll have to just email the GIMP native file to you here because it doesn't. It's too big for Messenger, but you've got you've got the board image, the PNG at least. So
yeah,
which is all you need short term.
So to notice board. And I'm dropping that. I think I'm dropping that. Please tell me I'm dropping that into. Oh man, my computer is just like, oh, you know what? I really don't like you right now. I'm like, well, I don't like you either.
Well, it'll be careful.
Or it'll be dead. Anything else, Matthew, you want to talk about this morning?
Just
Oh, gross. Really, Super Spike? That sucks. That bothers me when people do that.
Yeah, I scan everything, and if there's anything weird in there, I do everything through the DeFont thing. But yes, that is a definite concern. Make sure your virus stuff is up to date, and I don't go out of DeFont itself because
Okay.
there's like the way it's the site is set up. There's a lot of those links where it's like trying to get you to go to other places.
Oh no. That's a no.
So it's better than a lot of the other ones. But as long as you're just clicking that that download link, I haven't had any problems with it trying to take me elsewhere. But it is good to make sure your virus software is checking that stuff as you're downloading it before you extract it and install the things. So there sure is.
What? That's kind of amazing.
There are at least pre-orders for it.
Oh, so my D&D T-shirt came yesterday.
Yes.
After you left, and this month it was artwork from the toy line.
Oh.
From the old toy line. It has like Kellic on it and Strongheart, and it's like basically artwork from the card back.
Oh, nice.
It's really cool. And it also softest shirt they've ever made by far.
Oh.
So Cassandra was like, well, I mean, if someone really wants this, I guess you can give it to them. And I was like, well, I get these for you. Do you want it? And she's like, I kind of want it. And I was like, well, then you're keeping it. Jeez. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed I threw a shirt in your bag yesterday.
I did. I gotta check that out.
So should we look at our schedule, our upcoming schedule? I think maybe.
Sure.
Maybe solidify some stuff with the help of the chat. So next week we're going to do Chaos Scar so we can get everything done where it needs to be. Just because I got the session the night after. But let's look at buckets. The 25th GI Joe. You still down?
Oh boy! All right.
We can move it back if you really want to.
Let's see here. No, I it's good for me to have goals.
Visit King, get a free t-shirt. So here's my thing with the D&D t-shirt club. It's pretty reasonable. I think it's like $16 a month. And I can't fit into those shirts. So I get them in a 3X because I have lots of friends that can definitely wear that. And my wife can wear those comfortably. So then I just, I give them away because, got to take care of your folks. That's how it goes. So the week after that, October 2nd, we do not have a topic yet. What are you thinking? Thinking maybe we go Marvel Old West?
I mean, that sounds like it could be fun. I'm cool dropping it on there.
All right, Marvel Old West, which will be powered by the Apocalypse using, I can't remember the name of the game we were using.
Yeah, I'd have to dig it up here. But
the 9th, I would like to do Monster Hearts.
Okay.
Because I still have that Monster Hearts game I really want to do. Because I feel good about the Oblivion Rally is basically ready to roll. Got to wrap up Star Wars. Mitch, so we had this idea earlier. I've been wanting to run Matt and I actually have talked about this for a little bit. I have a Powered by the Apocalypse Weird West game that I want to run. And then we were mentioning earlier, Matt was using Two Gun Kid comics as a place for us to find some verbiage earlier. And I was like, well, what if this Old West game we're talking about running, it basically takes place in the Marvel Old West setting. And I think that would be marvelous. Also, I will say this now, the Werewolf by Night trailer is the best thing Marvel has put out, period.
That was really solid. Yeah.
The fact that it's done in black and white, it has a weird sort of Universal Monsters like aesthetic, but the way it's shot is a straight up 70s horror trailer.
Yeah.
And it is brilliant. And it makes me so excited to see that because it comes off like it's going to have some gore. And the fact that they're doing that on Disney Plus makes me just because I love Marvel horror stuff. So, hey, Jonah Hex DC, don't cross the stream, son. But yeah, I love the idea of doing that. Man thing coming. Could be. No, yeah, I think that would be cool to do. We kind of talked about it. And I feel like it would be something really, really cool. Actually, your wife's music is also something that inspired that Monster Hearts game. So I'm very, very intrigued to see how that we kind of talked about that. The 16th of October. What are you thinking, Matt? Do we go back to Hard Times because we haven't been there in a while?
We haven't hit Hard Times in a minute. It might be good to drop back to that.
All right. The 23rd. Would you be okay if we do a D&O?
Sure.
Okay. The 30th. I'm trying to stay ahead so I stay focused. I know that's real weird. The 30th, I would like to do Extra Life. I want to get my Extra Life stuff kind of planned out.
Yeah, that's probably.
Because
Yeah.
I have two things I'm contemplating. So Beard and I have talked about doing an open, which would be like a D&D open where it's like we run the same stuff and the teams compete against each other basically.
Oh.
Who is the best D&D team.
Right.
So we are not on Shaggy, although you know what, if it's not a Love Lost Chronicles, maybe we do a Shaggy appreciation night. I mean, what's the date, Shaggy? If it's the 27th, we can't do it. But if it's the 20th, October 6th. Matt, do you have anything going on October 6th?
What the hell day of the week is that?
It's Thursday.
It's a Thursday? I mean, no plans yet.
So we are going to do, I've decided, it's going to be the chat triumvirate of Triumph Appreciation Night. And we'll go wait, 7 to 8?
Yeah.
All right, mark on your calendars. We'll be doing that on the 6th, October 6th. We're doing a special thing. What are you looking at? What are you trying to pick up at Amazon? Oh, McFarlane Constantine. Okay. Let's go out to November here real quick. November 2nd is Marvel Old West. I don't know how that got on there twice, but no, it's October. I'm sorry. The 6th is Extra Life. So we won't have a show because I'll most likely either be unconscious or running something. So the 13th, Hard Times.
All right.
And then to wrap up our planning for current, the 20th, we're going to do Crush the Rebellion.
All right.
Which is Powered by the Apocalypse Star Wars game where you play the Empire.
Gonna tempt fate by doing another Star Wars game.
Well, I already owe Shannon and her group another trilogy.
Ah, okay.
And they're already chomping at the bit after this one has gone 5 episodes and not 3. I've already got one person reach out to me and go, how come ours are only 3 and they're getting 5? And I'm like, it was supposed to be 3. How can you not love John Constantine? John Constantine is like the perfect character that wants you to hate him, but ends up, because of that, being very lovable.
I was reading a Comic Book Legends investigated, debunked, whatever thing, and the tale of just how the DC Vertigo split affected that. So I don't
Really?
know if you're familiar how familiar you are with Morrison's Doom Patrol.
Yeah, very.
So
Grant Morrison, come on, man.
he created Willoughby Kipling because
Yep.
he couldn't use John Constantine, because at that point they had put Vertigo characters can't cross over into mainstream DC books, because they're mature readers. And before at that point, Doom Patrol was not Vertigo yet.
Yep.
He's like, okay, you have to. They're like, you have to use. Yeah, you can't use Constantine. And he's like, all right, fine. So I'll create Willoughby Kipling. And then a couple years later, Phil Folio wanted to use Constantine or something, or somebody like him, or Willoughby Kipling, because there was an existing Constantine analog in his what the hell is it was a miniseries he was doing that was spun out of that weird 70s whatever in his monster book. And they're like, well, no, you can't use Willoughby Kipling because he's Vertigo. So he had to create a third Constantine analog that he named Ambrose Bierce. So
I remember Ambrose Bierce because it's two authors smashed together.
So yeah, that was Stanley as Monster. Thank you, Mitch. So yeah,
I don't think I ever read that.
No, it was just a miniseries and very cartoony. I didn't read it either, but it was just like, here we are, 3 Constantine analogs deep due to just the way these books are shifting around. Just amazing to me.
I kind of wonder when it's things like that, how does DC even try to hold together any type of continuity with that? I mean, Slade and Wade is pretty good, yes. But that's just because Rob Liefeld is a hack.
Well, I think it was Nicieza actually that gave him his real name. I can't remember. And if it was Nicieza who did it, that was because he was having fun with it.
Yeah.
Because yes, I don't. Rob, I don't know if he's got the self-awareness.
No, he has no self-awareness. He's a big turd. Yes, I Planetary, for all of my issues with Warren Ellis, Planetary is
a
work of art. Speaking of works of art, Matthew, are you aware of Works of Fart? YouTube Work of Fart.
All right.
Big old pouch and feet loving turd. Yep. Fair enough. Also, all of you can also YouTube Work of Fart.
Oh.
It's a live game mainly that they play. Not as good as Minion Quotes. Minion Quotes is maybe the most high stakes game you can possibly play. But also I would say one thing I want to recommend while we're just shooting the shit is there's a podcast called Let's Go to Court. And I highly recommend it if you like. Oh, it's just a McElroy bit. and so you don't have to worry about it. It's Travis McElroy who takes work, basically film or music or art, and then turns into a dick or fart joke, and then the other brothers have to guess what it is. The best one being A Streetcar Named These Nuts, which there's many an animatic of, and it is really funny because Justin almost has an aneurysm from laughter. Also, Minion Quotes is this game they play where Justin finds there's apparently Facebook groups where people will take like cartoon characters and then they'll write like shitty boomer.
Oh yeah, that's all over the place.
So Justin will read the quote and Griffin and Travis have to figure out who the cartoon character is, and if they do, Justin has to post that on his Facebook page, no explanation. So, which is fucking high stakes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So they generally play that at live shows. And it's pretty terrifying.
Yeah, that's like a version of the Wiki Y game they sometimes play on the 1-900 Hot Dog Patreon bonus podcast, where
Nice.
they go through a WikiHow article and provide the the steps that you're supposed to take to do whatever the WikiHow is telling you, and they have to guess what the article is about.
Oh
Like
God.
what is WikiHow trying to teach you how to do based on these things that
No want.
because WikiHow is just madness.
Yeah. Yeah, because they don't do Yahoo questions anymore because Yahoo doesn't
Yeah,
exist.
that went away.
They switched it over to oh God, whatever the wizard is. And that's been pretty fucking tremendous. But they do a lot less of that now than they used to do. So anyway, let's go to court. Two ladies. They are in Kansas City, Missouri, and they review court cases. It's very, like I said, it's very McElroy-esque. And even though sometimes they laugh at shit where they're like, why are we laughing at this? This is horrible. I find them to be delightful and really funny. So yes, I would recommend them. I have been burning through episodes of late for just, I don't know why. And if you're a video game player, I also recommend The Besties, which was also something that the McElroys did when they were at Polygon. And they continue to do it with the two guys who still run Polygon, Chris Plant and Rush Freshstick. And it's very good. It's very, very good. And that's a lot of times where I will check games out to see if I actually am going to be as interested in them as I think I am. Which, very hit and miss. So in King, you can trust. Matt, what do you got going
on? Tuesdays, you can always find me doing my Tiny Meng BS.
It ain't BS, Matthew. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, I am not quite sure when we'll be back for Star Wars, but we got one more episode, so
we got one more.
Try and get that out before extra.
You want to give them any kind of taste? There was an ask earlier.
Things are not going well. We've met a wonderful, wonderful person who's not wonderful. Well, the other half of the group has. I haven't. I am getting about to get probably killed by a character from a video game who is
Rom Coda.
Well, I don't want to give it away, but yes, Rom Coda is probably going to kill me. So we'll see how that plays out. I'm trapped in a force bubble sort of thing with him and Honk, the Jawa medic. So
Jawa hostage
medic hostage.
Yeah, hostage taker.
I'm probably I don't know how I'm going to get out of this, but we'll see. Maybe we can change his mind.
For those who are wondering, I showed this to Matt earlier. Almost done. Got to paint the paint and put that belt together a little bit more steadily. But yeah, this guy's turned out really well. Anything else, Matt, you got going on that you want to talk about?
No, just doing the thing. I'm working on. I got invited to do the Foosh. Well, it's not Foosh anymore. They took it on to Instagram. It's like a figure exchange, Secret Santa sort of deal. So I got to start working on that here soon.
That's super cool, man.
Yeah. So I got to work on that figure. And otherwise, just doing my thing, trying to keep putting one foot in front of the other, figuring stuff out here. I've sold off a bunch of my unwanted crap, which is a load off my mind. So hopefully I can stop worrying about that and start working on reading books and running games and playing games and things like that.
Yeah, I mean it's been a we're kind of getting through and doing some cool stuff, and it's been awesome. we'll get where we want to be and continue to kind of do what we're doing. And thank you guys. Like I said, we're going to do that appreciation night now, so this is happening. And yeah, let us know if you got ideas of what you want us to do for that. This week, no Down That One for me. I am out of town. So the amazingly talented Shannon Townsend will be doing something. Not sure what. Tuesday is not a tiny Meng for me this week. So I won't see anyone until Friday.
Yeah, some time off will be good.
Yeah, it's going to be a weird week working from being not at home, out of my comfort zone. I'm not really excited about that, but we'll see what happens. And then Friday, I don't know what we're playing. Suggestions, of course, send them to me. And then then next Sunday. So until then, you beautiful, beautiful children of the atom, Matthew and I wish you adieu.
A fabulous Sunday.
Yes, enjoy it. Bye.